I'm giving y'all applause for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Chat and Smoke. Peace and blessings. I'm Dave, and I want you to know I am my brother's keepers. So today I wanted to really talk to my brothers out there about life, man, about understanding our traumas, understanding what we go through, and how difficult it is for us to get through shit. You know what I'm saying? This is strictly for y'all. If you know anybody who's going through something, young man, 35 and under is young man to me. You know, I don't care how old you are. Any man, men of color, please listen to this podcast right here. I am my brother's keeper. So that's the title of this. And I want to get deep with you. I want you to get deep and let's vibe out, man. We're gonna smoke and we're gonna talk and listen to the words that I'm saying. And I hope I encourage you. I want to inspire you. I want to give you my heart and my warm wishes of love and respect and honor to you first and foremost. You know, you are part of me. That's why I love you straight up the back. You are black, I'm black. This is why I love you. Man of color, Puerto Rican too. I love you. Grew up with y'all. Grew up loving. So basically, we are hurting each other. We know this. We see how we talk to each other and everything like that, but we don't have to be that way. We can change. We have to change. We must change. We all we got. We love the same things. We love being around our boys, hanging out, having fun, and just having a good time. We don't like to have drama, but when it comes our way, we have to deal with it. And right now, it's too much of us dealing with that. It's not enough of us like, hey, listen, let's be the bigger person and say, yo, I don't want no issues, yo. Let's not take to the guns. Let's not be violent. Let's not speak mean to each other. Let's not speak disrespectful to each other, yo. We put a pause on that. We can think. Let's get back to being human. We have to be human. You don't wake up every day to do something bad. That's not what we're about, yo. That's not what we're about. And we know that. You know what I'm saying? We go to jail. We treat each other bad, horrible. You know, I don't want you to feel going to jail is a badge of honor. I don't want you to feel that at all. I felt that one. And I'm being brutally honest because it's been 33 years since I caught my first three felonies. First three felonies. 33 years. And up until that point, I knew I had street cred. I knew I could handle everything down, but I ain't been arrested. I never been a spark plug. So me saying that to you is if you feel like you want to get street cred by having a jail record, you don't need that. I promise you. I felt that way. Gotta make sure now cover I got the streets, not got the jail. So I did my I did 5 months. Came home December 1990. Went in July 9th, 1990. And I came home on December 8th, 19. So I had that under my belt, right? I'm not even worrying about uh, getting a job. I'm coming right back to the streets. Telling you, yo. I'm coming back to my block, yo. I ain't finished. Now I know what not to do. But go figure. So my mindset was fucked up, yo. But that's all I knew, and I believed in that. You understand me? You're not gonna tell me, yo, I just did fucking 5 hard fucking months. Rikers Island, 1990. First time ever been in prison. I got, I was locked up April, May, and June of 1990, yo. Excuse me, May, June, and July. May, June, and July of 1990, I was locked up. So anyway, that was traumatizing to me on a whole bunch that I wasn't away from my moms that long, away from home, females, a dog, you know. Rest in peace, lady. She passed away during that, and even Squeezy passed away during that time. May in peace, Haley. The brother who introduced me to being an entrepreneur. We sold newspapers together. He was the first one that helped me put money in my pocket, understand what to be a scrambler, hustler, entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it. He helped me with that. And I'm always going to give him his props because that's why I have this company today, because of you, Squeezy. Thank you. I already messed up. Wow. don't get tricked out, man. Brothers, don't get tricked out, man. You can do whatever you put your mind to do. Whatever you want to put your mind to do it. We can do this. We don't have to harm each other. Everywhere I go, we feel the same way, meaning men of color. They want to take care of their families. They want to provide. They want to make money. They want to be able to live, have events in their neighborhoods without a shooting. Telling, I worked in all boroughs in New York City. And this is the same thing. I help put on different events, safe events at that. And I begged the community to trust me, and we got it done no matter what. There was some naysayers, there was no shootings. There was some naysayers, but we still got it done, and I'm excited that that was accomplished. And now I'm able to let you know we can do more. As a community, men of color, we can do whatever we want to do, man. Our minds is like no others. We are so programmed and conditioned to doing things differently. We have to get out of that. It took a lot of courage. I want you to know I fought hard for y'all. What do you mean that? Okay, cool. When I came home, I knew it was tough going to get jobs. I still went out there and did it. And I proved to them that you can hire somebody with bad felonies. That's how I helped you. That's how I proved to them that we can change. I was productive in these companies. I made them realize braids was a good thing, not a bad thing. I had to cut my braids to get a hotel job. 2003, 2002. When I was in Connecticut, 2000 to 2002, I had my braids. Holiday Inn Bridgeport. I was at the Holiday Inn Bridgeport. That's a nice story too. I was a hotel manager there, and I had a lot of fun there. I learned a lot. Um, I also did some other stuff out there too. Some drugs out there too. Don't judge me, I won't judge you. You know what I'm saying? We being real tonight. I'm being brutally honest. Don't judge me. I'm not judging you. I'm just showing you that I know what it is to do things and be misunderstood. I understand the mindset of thinking that I have to do this no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put that in proper perspective. And that wasn't the first time. I've been going back up and forth to Bridgeport, Wilport. You know what I'm saying? But change mindset, man. Change mindset. I'm so mad at myself for some things that I and again, it's like you don't see what you're doing, but you're doing it. And this is the point that I'm saying to you, to the youth that's just shooting in the crowds, that's shooting sporadically. You're doing things and you may not know that you're doing it, but you're doing it. You're harming the community in the most violent way possible. I want you to understand that. It's not cool. I really want you to understand that that's so harmful. It is. It's very harmful. My only thing is, like I said, I have to reflect on things that I did. Nobly I was doing this. And I knew it was harmful to the community, but I didn't know it was down. But I did know. If you understand what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. You do the same thing, but you don't know the significance of the magnitude of the damage. Because not only you destroying a person's future, but they future children and children's children. That's what I'm saying. So you knew you stopped that person from living, whatever, but now that person never had a child or anything, you stopping their future's future. That's what I'm saying. And future. equity, the family dynamics. That could, you know what I'm saying? Now it may take longer, it will take longer for that family to recover. That's what I'm saying. And that's what me thinking, like, I want you to understand, this is the things that we're not thinking. Right. And I know for a fact I did a lot of things that like, again, I shared that with you. That's how I could connect with you. That's why I'm not looking at you in a disparaging man. I'm looking at you with grace. I'm looking at you with love and respect. I am my brother's keeper. I once was in your position. Mentally, I was in your position mentally. Promise. Telling you. Came home and straight to the streets. Then I got caught my pistol in 93, right? In the Bronx. Copped out right away. Immediately. They gave me 3 years. Came home. Went back to the streets. Similar. I did. And at one point, now I'm in the heroin game now. Getting real money. I was getting a lot of money, extremely a lot of money. And I was working and I wanted to quit that job. And my man was like, nah, don't do that. What the fuck? I did say, what? I respect him. I would never say, if I did say what the fuck, it won't be to him or any of my mans. But the point is, I was like, the fuck, dude? You don't want that. What are you talking about? I'm making more money doing this. I'm bullshitting at this job for 8 hours. Like, come on, you wilding, yo. What's wrong with you? Do you have any clue what I could do with those extra 8 hours? Because I'm finessing this the way I'm looking at financials. Like, he like, no, I respect. And my brother's keeper, he was mine. I didn't beef with him about it. So, just like, I remember one time when I wanted to initially get down with my big homie Ace. I asked him, I remember he's riding his bike in low shade. Please, that remember his day. I remember this day so vividly. He's coming down 28th and Park Avenue, and it's like by the day. And I said something to him, and I asked him, like, I wanted to get on. Not on the bike, but I want to be put on. Are you serious? Why? At this time, I was already doing something, but that was, dwindling down. So I was like, wow. I was taken aback because people he went with my age, and I'm saying, we saying type thing, but he said no. All right, cool. I respect that. I respect that to a motherfucker. Wow. Why I respect it? Because I didn't understand why he would say no. Like, that's like, that was weird. I didn't expect that. Threw me off. Like, you speak the same language? I didn't analyze, but I did it. That means he loved me so much he didn't want to see me go, no matter how good it looked. And he knew my sister. Shout out to my sister Pat. I used to be called Pat's little brother at one point before my name. And so I was young. I was young, 12, 13. Hmm. But yeah, my brother's keeper. And I respect her so much for that. Extremely a lot. Like you don't know. That means everything to me. That means so much to me. And this is why I'm able to talk to youth about not doing that and about changing your lifestyle, changing your mindset. Promise you, ain't nobody, I don't, there may be other people in the world that could just tell you what I said, but I haven't spoken to him about it. But I know how I felt when he said that to me at that time. It's amazing, amazing. And just to let y'all know that part of learning your craft again, learn your business, know your value. So I had to go alternative route to come back to where I was starting at. You feel me? So back to the job things. When I went for job interviews, when they told me no, you ask them, yo, what's this like? Give me a feedback as to why I was denied the job. And that's is the skill that you have to learn. And when they give you positive feedback, you don't be mad. You be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna take that along with it. And that's how I learned how to sharpen up my interviewing skills, my question skills, my posture, how I speak. Make sure I was dressed, got my tie game down, my suit game down, all that. Because I wanted them to understand that I took this position seriously. So I say that to say this. I learned that skill by doing what I just did to Ace. Okay, you say no this time. I went around, did what I had to do, come back. Now I'm sharpening. I'm showing my value. I'm showing you like, yo, I got this. I overstand fully. And I ride it down. Feel me? So that's how you do things. I got that skill from the streets and now incorporated to profession. But the point is, I am my brother's keeper. So because he did that to me, I made sure I never hired nobody else. Never, never. There's a young man who became my partner at one point, and then I realized what I'm telling you about the age. I respect him. I love him. Much love to you, brother dude. Love him, brother. Love him. I love him. And I respect you, brother. After that, no. You know what I'm saying? But I made sure he was safe. I made sure he was in a different environment kind of, but you know, I respected that. So I'm saying how you come into the game is usually how you treat people. So I understand the power of telling somebody no, analyzing that all talent ain't good talent. I understand that you can't make somebody do something because they're not going to be a good fit. I can't go out there and make somebody be with me. You gonna fuck up. You gonna mess up. So that's not a good time in practice, if you want to say. Um, my thing is, I just didn't want nobody child younger than me to go, and I'm being fully transparent. You know, back to that age thing again. You know, and my mindset. So, and my accountability, my accountability. I'm one who holds myself accountable. So I'm gonna share another thing with you where you don't have to worry about if I'm doing something and I know you ain't doing it, but I bring you in and we get caught, I'm taking you going home. You understand what I'm saying to you? I am my brother's keeper. This is me being brutally honest. So there was a point I had to debate this about me being We had a stolen vehicle, right? I tried to lay me in the car. No goddamn car thief. Car had his keys in it already, the Jeep on my block. So 30th, 29th and Lexington, excuse me, right there by the gate. 29th and Lex. I sat there for a couple of days. Like, this shit is nice, yo. The fuck? Boom. I get the keys in the crunk up and shit. Man, washed the bitch down, got some gas, did my thing, right? So now we riding around. I had a week. And this one time, my little man and my homie at the time, Sean Teese, my homeboys from junior high school, I said, shout out to the Dime, man. So West Side, we riding around, right? So now we gets pulled over. I'm driving. Police blocked us off on my block on 26th Street between Park and Lexington. They was chasing a little brief chase, but I was cornering them, so I couldn't come past Park. And they only had Lexington. When I came up the block, they blocked me up. So anyway, we gets pulled over, and my two little mans, Joe from MS and my man Lottie, may rest in peace. They was in the car. They was young, 14, 15. But it something. This is 1990. This is one of my arrests. This is May of 1990, man. Telling you, saying it, but summertime, a little close to some. Could have been June, because I got locked up May, June, July. I don't know the 3 arrests. 2 drugs, 1 car. But so I do know the last arrest in July of 1990 was the drug arrest. So this could have been, I'm just trying to pick that. I told you summertime, but I know it's warmer. But in any event, we get pulled over, and I tell the police, take them home, man. Let them parents come get them from right there. And Lottie parents came and got him. Joe parents got him from the precinct, I believe. And me and my man said, Tease were down. He wasn't a minor. I can't tell him going. They wouldn't allow him going. But anyway, he's my other co-defendant on the other drug charge. So this is really my co-defendant, feel me? But in any event, my point is accountability. Immediately, the 2 youngest got to get out. Go home. See you later. I'll catch you later on the block. Bye. The fuck? You ain't coming down with me. Hell fucking no. Number one, your dad. I know your dad. Come on. Your mother. To my lot of his whole family. His sister. You chilling? No. Being misunderstood. Same thing with Jonah family. I have no problem. It wasn't even no. Did you ever that? From the black. From the black. Take them home. No, they going home, my man. I got this. Thank you. Accountability. I'm the driver. Like the front. So that's how we do that, yo. You have to have accountability. I am my brother's keepers. I'm just telling you, yo. You have to do that, yo. So if ands, buts about it, yo. Come home, laugh about this shit, yo. I was a whack. Telling you. But I had my principles, honor, respect, dignity, accountability. The fuck? So as being your brother's keepers, I'm saying we have to get back to that. And another lost art is, well, when I did set up shop, right? You have to be able to formulate your company. We call it street food. You have to formulate a plan. And I got this from the streets, even down to the fact we have money set aside for bail, yo. They don't do that no more. They stopped doing that. Listen, man, you part of you're gonna get, it's automatic. That comes out of the profits, bro. That's tucked away. That's for lawyers, for you to get bailed out. You understand? You're not supposed to sit if you're with me. You coming out. What's wrong with you? And now I equate that to business insurance. Now that I have a company, a LLC is formulated, Chat and Smoke LLC. We will have insurance where if people get sick or whatever, they can get on workers' comp and stuff like that. That's and my brother's keeper. Even though I was doing something negative, I wanted to make sure that you was protected as best as possible. I'm not gonna buy inferior products where we could be arguing, fighting with people who not satisfied with never that. Crazy. That's not I don't sell product. Product sells itself, man. Let's get that straight. Still the top. My job ain't to convince you to buy. That's not my job. It's fun. I'm spoiled like that. I never had it. Nah, never, ever. So we ain't even gonna start. And that's another thing. You can't have inferior product, yo. You gotta have enough of that. So talent. We went over talent, hiring good employees, age appropriate, people who have a passion for doing the things they do, right? So now, what do you do, my brothers? How do we help each other get to the point where we can say, you know what, I can leave the street alone and I can focus on doing this? It's been the time. You have ocean classes, you have computer programming, you have maintenance. Now we have cannabis. Come on, man. Cannabis is crazy. So, am I my brother's keeper? So, why I chose cannabis? When I was watching, I learned the business of being in the mob by watching films, by watching The Godfather, by watching Noodles, Once Upon a Time in America. These films talk about prohibition, right? And prohibition was when it was illegal to sell alcohol. So they had speakeasies and stuff like that people was going by to cop and purchase and drink and do all sorts of stuff. So now when prohibition ended, that means it became legal. All these businesses were starting to thrive and kick off. And I kept saying to myself, yeah, bro, wow, when is the next prohibition end? When is the next one? Oh my golly, we gotta be cannabis. Cannabis is now legal on the state level, right? So basically, you can educate yourself, get his license, which I got. Shout out to Cannabis Workshop Initiative. I completed my 10-week course. You can apply for a seed to sell license. You can have ancillary jobs. I'm going to post this. I'm just giving you a brief synopsis of how this cannabis thing is taking off. So now you can be able to own your own. This is the perfect time to get into it and do other jobs as well because it's going to create more jobs. Delivery, a driver, maintenance, security, cultivation. These are different job titles that they have that I will be posted. I'm happy to talk about it now. But to give you synopsis. So with that being said, now we good. Meaning I'm taking advantage of this prohibition ended with cannabis. It's still federally a Schedule 1 drug, which is on par with cocaine, ecstasy, and heroin. How, Sway? How? Really? Are we there? Well, all right now. So, but the state, which is locally, has also made it legal. So that's why you can do things from state to state. So I say all that to say, transfer your skills from one to the. I want, so one of the most powerful things that I could tell you is this. I talked about being the plug. Those who know me, y'all heard me talk about being a plug in this cannabis industry. So what I'm saying is I completed what I said I wanted to do. And now Chat and Smoke completed what we said we was about to do. We're going to push the envelope and help, and there's are going to be other ways where you can educate yourself about cannabis. How do you do it? There's workshops that they have, and you can become you can go online, cannabis workshop.org. You go online and register to become just take the class and start doing online as well. So you can educate yourself to make yourself more applicable. In order to do more or do better, you just gotta sharpen the skill. That's what I was telling you about sharpening your skills. And that's exactly what I did. I sharpened my skills. That's how we got the certificate for the completion of the cannabis workshop. You can do the same thing. It's not an issue. Apply yourself and you'll be able to get everything that you said you wanted to get in life. You know what I'm saying? So um brothers, we got this, man. There's nothing you can't do when you change your mind. Nothing. Nothing, man. Nothing. Also, we want to talk about mental health and it's more and therapy and stuff like that. So if you like this content, please share. Um, send it to other men and people in the community that you feel that you want them to hear inspiration, real stories. My story. And I'm sharing to you why I like doing what I do. And when you put your mind to something, everything you talk about, if you do it one step at a time, it will come to fruition. So now I'm back to being a plug. I want to help educate different communities about cannabis, the ins and out of it, the workers' rights, um, cannabis laws. I got what's the COA certificate of analysis, proper packaging and things like that. What to expect. It's a whole bunch of stuff, man. So change your mind, change your life. That's what I'm saying. Straight line. You heard from me. You heard me tell you most of the things that I would do. And I had to change my mindset completely in order to be where I'm at. To do something you never did, you gotta do things you never done before. Look,